Good morning, everybody. Good Friday morning. So I'm just gonna see who's here. Alexis, good morning. Mike, good morning. Charlotte, good morning. You guys are up bright and early. Good morning, Scott. Nice and early morning. So I've checked the pre-market and so far it's looking pretty good. We have Kronos up 1.6%. We could take a look at Canopy growth. Let's take a look at I had all these things loaded. Now we're just gonna have to wait. But I know Afria was in the green as well. Once again, we have Canopy growth up pretty big. Canopy growth up 3.9% in the pre-market. Let's see how Hexo's doing. Just gotta give it a minute. I'm not sure why it's taking forever to load. We have Afria up 1.94%. We have Aurora up 1%. So all these companies are up over 1%. So it's looking like a good Friday morning. Even Hexo's up 1.29%. And Tilray's only up 0.5%. But all these companies are up over 1%. So far, it's looking pretty good in the pre-market. It's looking like a green morning. Hopefully, green morning pushes out throughout the whole day. Good morning, Ivan. Morning, Matt. Morning, Daz. Good morning, IJ. You guys are up bright and early. Hopefully, so far it looks like a good green morning. So we're gonna take a look at some companies. As of now, all these companies are over 1%. I think the big winner for today was Canopy growth up 3%. No, Canopy growth is now up 4%. So Canopy growth is up $1.61. They seem to be the hottest company this morning. So far we keep kind of bouncing back and forth. We're having a green morning, then a red day, green day, red day. We're gonna see if today we have a green day. Aurora has been bouncing around this support. We'll talk about Aurora Cannabis for a little bit. Oh, gotta sign in. I should be more prepared. In the meantime, are you guys excited for the weekend? I hope so. Yesterday wasn't good. I agree. Yesterday was not good. It looked pretty ugly. I want to see how much my portfolio went down yesterday. Yeah, my portfolio went down like 2.5K yesterday, so it wasn't just you guys. It was not a good day for anybody. And just like that, my trading view. I should have loaded this up before I started this live stream. We're just gonna have to wait for that. Hustler, talk to us. Tell us something good. Well, so far, I'm telling you right now, it's looking like a green morning. Good morning, Monsak. And the most important companies, which is Canopy Growth, is currently up 4%, 4.02%, and Aurora Cannabis is up 1.3% in the pre-market. So usually those two companies lead the rest of the sector. So when you see those two companies in front, usually the rest of the sector follows. So right now it's a very nice green morning. It's a Friday, so I'm hoping we have a good day. I'm just waiting for my charts to load up. We're going to be taking a look at Aurora Cannabis, but I'm super excited to see all these companies in the green, because usually that's a good sign. When you have a green pre-market, you have a green morning, and hopefully the rest of the day turns out green. Good morning, Andrew. Morning, Monsank. I'm not sure if I said it. And maxed out down 2.5K is a good day for me. Oh man. I guess you gotta stay diverse. If I was heavily invested, well, I am pretty heavily invested in the marijuana industry, but I try to stay diverse. That way some companies go down and some go up, and it averaged down to 2.5K, which it's not the worst day I've seen. I've had days when I went down 8K in one day, so it's not a bad, it's not the worst day, but it's not the best. And I'm definitely excited. I'm gonna keep an eye on Canopy growth because they seem to keep pushing forward, and I'm slowly waiting for my computer to load. But yeah, the one thing I am excited for this weekend is the Game of Thrones. I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is gonna start today, so I hope we have a good Friday going into the weekend. We make lots of money, and then we could just enjoy our weekend and not stress over how much money we lost. So seems like we're all loaded. We're gonna take a look at Aurora Cannabis, and I'm sure you guys remember a support line. I hope my lines are still in. Should be in. The uptrending support line that I've drawn for Aurora Cannabis. Aurora keeps bouncing right off it. We're gonna go into the 5-minute chart so we can see how consistently Aurora's been bouncing above this support. So let's go to the 5 minutes. And as you can see, Aurora Cannabis has been hovering above this support line, and it's not just once. It went a little below it once, immediately got rejected, and then yesterday we seen it go below it once, which kind of had me a little worried, but then immediately got rejected. So right now, even though we've had 2 red days or a few red days, we're still currently uptrending. We keep bouncing over this uptrending support line. I'm going to show you guys the 3-month. And as long as we keep going above the support line, I think we're good. So as you can see, we're still uptrending. We still have that uptrend pattern. I remember a couple weeks ago when we were all the way up here, I kept talking about how we're going up too fast too soon, and we should expect a pullback because we went way above this resistance line right here. I don't know if it's perfectly straight. We went way above it, so I did expect a pullback, and then I said I would love to see Aurora bounce off this support and then continue uptrending. So now that happened, what we need to happen is Aurora to bounce off this support right here, and we need it to continue uptrending. So I wouldn't mind it now to have a nice run and continue uptrending. Also, I do want to show you guys something that I kind of learned here. So if Aurora keeps up at this rate, hold on, we could look at the percentage this support line is going up. So every day, if Aurora continues to go up, if Aurora continues to uptrend on this support line, Aurora Cannabis, wait, is that 1 day? No, we need to look at the 1-day charts. So that's I'm gonna have to zoom in a bit. So it looks like that's every 2 days. Hold on. So at this rate, hold on, I'm gonna have to go to the 5-minute charts. I feel like we're skipping a day here. Just give me a second, guys. You know what? I just made this so much more complicated. It's okay. I'll get back to it once I get it. Rise and shine all. Yes, rise and shine. Early bird gets the worm. Hustle town. Thank you, Armando Castillo. Pot is up 17% yesterday. Potn did have a good day. I just wanted to show you how much, if Aurora continues to go up on this support line, that means daily Aurora Cannabis will be going up. Let me just try to set up these lines. If they keep uptrending at this pace, we're averaging to about I thought it was better than that. That means we're only going up 0.6%. Hold on, is that the 11th? Here's the 12th. So yeah, this support line is going up 1.24. Is that every day or every other day? I wish I could move this. Can I move this? Either way, it's not that important. But all I want is Aurora to consistently uptrend. We're going to take a look at other companies now. If you guys want to request other companies, we could look at Potn since they were on fire yesterday. Let's see if they are oversold or overbought. Well, obviously they wouldn't be oversold if they had a huge run. Yes, Potn This is a penny stock, up 17.4%. And I did take a look at them. I guess I looked at them yesterday, and I was saying that this was a nice support line. Pretty much anything in between these lines was a great buying opportunity for this company, and it obviously was a great buying opportunity because this company was made a huge run, especially in the morning. So as you can see right here, they did look way overbought in the morning, a lot of volume in the morning. So what happened immediately was it got rejected. We still have a little gap here, and this is a penny stock, so I won't be surprised to see volatility, but we do have a nice little gap, and usually in time gaps do get filled. We had a gap here, it got filled. Now we have a gap here. I'm not saying it's gonna immediately get filled, but chances are that it will get filled. This is a penny stock, so I won't be surprised to see volatility with this company. They do look pretty good on paper. Some of these numbers don't make sense. For example, the price to earnings ratio is 2.8k. I don't know if it's just supposed to be 2.8, if that k is just a little glitch. Price to sales 4.5, price to revenue 2.8. So they don't look bad on paper. Total assets 3.2 million, market cap 65 million. So I'll be keeping an eye out on Potn. We definitely are approaching a resistance line. Actually, let me fix this. I'm gonna change it to just a trend line. We literally are approaching a resistance line right here, but it is possible to break above it. I wouldn't consider this a strong sell. I would say that anything above this line here would be a strong sell. I'm gonna draw another line for Potn. Right around here. It's a little crooked, I could tell. So yeah, Potn on fire yesterday. I wish we could see a pre-market for them, but they do look a little overbought, but they made a nice run at the end of the day, and not a lot of volume, so who knows. We are kind of floating above this resistance. Let's see if it gets rejected or if it breaks through this resistance. And on top of that, we do have a gap. So I definitely won't be chasing this company. Yesterday when I spoke about this company, I was saying, because I drew these lines in yesterday, I was saying that we're at a nice buying point, and it obviously was, because it had a huge breakthrough. And yeah, it's just the company I'll be watching. I definitely won't be chasing this stock. Penny stocks are always tough to chase because we always see huge swings throughout the day. So let's see what you guys are up to. I just got to diversify a bit more. Yes, I agree. CGC joining SPX and TSX60. Maybe that's why Canopy growth is up big. Game of Thrones is, yes. Me and Cyberworld are excited for Game of Thrones this Sunday. Littlefinger will return. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Andrew. I forgot to ask you guys to hit that like button. So I'm going to check how many likes you guys got me. I'll be disappointed if it's not that many, but it's okay. Let's check it out. I'm checking with my phone right now because it's just way faster to do that. So right now we are currently at 14 likes. I mean, not bad. Let's try to get it to 50 likes, guys. So smash that like button. Helps my channel. Really appreciate every thumbs up. Every thumbs up. So yeah, thank you, Andrew, for reminding me. BAM is up 19% yesterday. We could take a look at all these companies. GGB, a good day to buy at this price. Selling 12k shares at $2. Not sure what company. Are you talking about? Fun. So, oh, you're talking about Littlefinger. You're talking about Game of Thrones. Now I know. I was all confused. Are we talking stock market? So we're gonna look at Fun, PHUN. fun. They need to have a Game of Thrones stock. I would invest in that. So this is not a penny stock, up 6% yesterday. Charts definitely look like a penny stock though. Not a lot of volume in these charts, and this is a dangerous. I'm not saying it's not gonna do well, but it's a company that since its IPO has been downtrending. So that's always dangerous, because over time eventually this might turn into a penny stock, but it's not guaranteed. It's just a dangerous pattern to try to invest in. Obviously, you in your mind you're like, oh, this company's dropping, I'm getting it for cheap right now, but you never know. Right now they've made a nice little run, but throughout history, I guess they've made small runs and then declines. So they're making a nice run right now. They're currently up 1.91% in the pre-market, so they're doing good. They did good yesterday, they're doing good today. Definitely near the bottom of the 52-week range. So you're not chasing a stock, you're catching a falling knife at this point. And that's always dangerous, because a falling knife, you don't know how hard it's going to drop. It could have a reversal and just push forward, immediately just bounce and start having a nice run. Technical analysis, it's a buy, sell, strong sell. 1 minute it's a buy, strong buy, strong buy. 1 month is probably a sell. Oh, it's a neutral. Nice. So we're going to take a look at them on paper. See, they're probably undervalued. You don't see much. Price to book is a 5.08. Not enough information. Total assets, $19.72 million in assets. Market cap, $307 million. So their market cap is a lot larger than the total assets that they have. Total debt, $1.82 million. This is definitely a hard one to look at. There's no price to revenue, no price to sales. It's not a profitable company. It's been downtrending since IPO. It's definitely a risky one. You got to try to find out why this company has been having a downtrend. They're known to have a nice little run and then decline. Nice run, decline. Now we're having a nice little run, and it seems to have a lot of volume, so we look overbought at this point. And sometimes we decline. It's definitely a falling knife. It's kind of dangerous, but choice is yours. You need to do your homework, find out why it's been declining, and yeah, just look more into this company. But it's definitely not for me, because it's just, yeah, it's just been on the downfall since IPO, which is a dangerous pattern for me. So let's move on to the next company. I'm loading up on more GGB at this price. Have position already, but we'll add when I can. See how today shapes up. We can take a look at GGB, since you're not the only one and you are a member. So like always, members requests always come first. So, and I'm curious as to why you guys are loading up on Green Growth Brands. Down 5.6%. So I don't want to look at the 1 week charts. I want to look at the let's look at the 1 hour charts. 6 months. So yeah, this company has been on the downfall. I mean, last year we did have a huge gap up, and it didn't seem to get filled. I'm not saying it's always going to get filled. Gaps are not always guaranteed to get filled. But it did go from penny stock to now being a $4 stock. I'm going to say, if I were to start a position in this company, right here there was a previous resistance line right here. And time again, we've seen resistance lines act like support lines. But it's not guaranteed that it's going to bounce off this line. It's not guaranteed that it will even hit this line, but if it does, and I'm pretty patient, maybe that would be my buying opportunity if it went back down to the $3.30 range. because that was a resistance here, and now it could possibly be a support, which is not guaranteed, because it could either just start making a run from here on, never hit the support line, or it could approach the support line and then break through it and then go way below it. So nothing's guaranteed right now, but I'm gonna be saying that's a support. But we obviously have another support here, which was when it had the breakthrough, bounced off this support line twice. So anything in between these two lines, it would be tempting to start a small position. Anything below, because we do have a gap that might need to be filled, is a strong buy. So if it ever, maybe these lines are too, I shouldn't have this one green, I'll have this one, I mean red. Let me just change colors here. Too many red lines, so that's green. And then we'll do this as the strong support. If it ever goes back that low, which would be very worst case scenario. We obviously don't want to see that. And then at this point we have a resistance line up here. And anything above this line, I would be probably collecting some profits. So right here would be where I'd be tempted to start a position. The closer it gets to this line, I probably average down or start a bigger position. And in between here, I would have it as a strong buy, because that's when the gap gets filled. And usually when the gap gets filled, we immediately bounce back up. And it's, nothing is ever guaranteed, but that's just patterns that I've seen time and time again. So I guess that's, oh no, we could take a look at them on paper right now. Technical analysis says they're a sell. Neutral sell, strong sell. 1 minute, buy, buy, buy. So the 1 minute says to buy, the 1 day says to sell. Whoops, did I switch companies? Let's take a look at them on paper. They do look a little overvalued. Price to revenue 237, which is pretty high. Price to book is 40, also pretty high. Total assets 138 million. Market cap 746 million. On paper, they do look a little overvalued, but in the pot industry, this is something that's actually very normal to see companies with high valuations like that. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. I told you guys my price points, and yeah, Neo. I talk about Neo a lot, but I don't mind talking about Neo. Can we do labs? We definitely could do labs. Medman, that's a company that I own, so we could definitely, we'll try to do all these companies. Let's take a look at Neo, since that's the first one I brought up, and then we'll do Medman, and then we'll do labs. So Neo, honestly, there's not much to say about Neo. Neo's been bouncing. Oh, that's the wrong Neo. Neo's been bouncing around that support, and it seems to go a little below, but doesn't seem to break through the support. I'm gonna pull up the charts right now. I'm honestly waiting for Neo to have a huge run, and my lines disappeared. Oh no, they didn't. There they are. So yeah, these are all lines that I've had drawn in the past, and as you can see, Neo has been consistently bouncing off this $5 support, bouncing, hovering around it, having a nice run, bouncing, hovering around it. We might have a nice run. Now what I would love to see for Neo is have a higher high. So we've seen Neo go this high this time. Maybe this time I would like to see Neo go a little higher, like this high maybe, and then I won't be surprised to see it bounce and then maybe make a higher run, because then we're going to start a staircase pattern, which slowly keeps pushing forward. Or obviously I'd love to just see them make a huge run, but what we don't want to see them do is have a smaller run and then eventually break through the support, because right now it is kind of looking like we are forming a triangle pattern. It's not yet sure. We're going to find out. We might be getting ready for a breakthrough with Neo, because as you can see, we have the same support. I'm just going to change this line right here. It is a descending triangle, so let's just make it red just so it's more easy to look at. But we're making lower lows, so lower highs. So our lower high here, lower high here, lower high here. Now we're gonna see it might make another lower high. We're getting tighter into this triangle, so I'm hoping for a breakthrough. And obviously best case scenario is we have a breakthrough in the upward direction, but we can't deny the fact that it could also break down in the downward direction, breakthrough in the downward direction. So it's not really the clearest triangle pattern, but it kind of does look like a triangle pattern, and we might have a breakthrough. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on that for Neo. I'm glad you made me look at Neo, because I didn't notice this pattern until now. But yeah, it does kind of look like we're forming a triangle right here. So we are getting tighter into this triangle. And hopefully that's a sign that we're going to have a breakthrough in the upward direction, hopefully. And as you can see in the past, Neo has bounced off this support line, $6 support, 1 2 3 4 5, and then 6, and then this is the first time ever where we broke through this support line, and now we're just hovering and probably using this $6 support as a resistance. So I'm gonna definitely be keeping an eye out on that. There's not much else I could say about that. Hopefully we break past this $6. That's all I could really say. So now we're gonna take a look at Medman. It's 10. No way. Afria, last time I checked, was 2%. We're gonna if you're right, that's great. I've been waiting quite some time to collect. No, Afria's is at $10, yes, but they're only up 1.94%. Still really good. So let's take a look at Medman. The company I own, and I'm glad I collected profits when I did. I'm the type of guy where I buy the rumors, I sell the news. So I sold the news. Now I have a very small position, and I'm ready to average down. And this pattern has been so consistent, and it's pretty much doing it again. This line's not straight at all though, but it's because it's kind of uptrending in a way. Let's just try to fix this. So this is American. I really should pull up Canadian, but right now we could see Medman is down in the pre-market, 0.36%. It's not looking good for Medman. I'm gonna pull up Medman in Canadian because I own them in Canadian, but I'll spot out this line right now for my American friends. Right now Medman has a support at around 270 American, 271 American, and a resistance at around 350 American. I'm going to pull up the Canadian charts because I currently own them close to this support line. I think I own Medman at 370. So we're literally about to bounce on this support line right here. I got to extend it because it's been a while since I've looked at Medman. So it's either going to bounce off any one of these lines. We have a support at 350 or at 362. It's not guaranteed. Right now we're approaching literally the price that I own Medman at. So, and I've been collecting Medman at its highs, and as you can see, it's been pretty consistently trading in between these two lines. Actually, it has like two resistance lines, one here and then one here. I'm just gonna draw these lines. And I should really change the color of these lines because they're the complete opposite. This should be green. Oh, and that's the 1 minute bell. That time flew by today. Once again, guys, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. This line should be red. So we have resistance for Medman at around $4.40. Support at around $3.50. We're gonna see obviously if Medman breaks below or goes above this line. I would love to see Medman back in the $8 to $9 range, but we do have some shady what do I call it? I guess it's not a shady business, but we have their employees, their Let's just scratch that. Looks like a good short. It's up 40% in the pre-market. What are you talking about? KTOV is up 40% in the pre-market. So yeah, that is the 1 minute bell. Markets are gonna open soon. I'm just gonna have my portfolio ready. Hopefully we start off strong. I might just collect some profits this morning depending how my companies are doing. So yes, we are up today. Markets are open. Let's see who the big winners are today. How's Kiran doing? Kiran is not doing good this morning. Pure is up today. No, Pure is the same as this yesterday. Medman, it's not doing that bad. Let's see how Neo's doing in the market opening. Neo's still at around 502. Honestly, it's just the big companies that are up. Afria's up. ACB. It's not bad, but it's not what I expected. So I'm gonna look at a couple more companies. Company was declined 2 filings on patents. See how today shapes up. Okay, can we look at labs? Okay, I'm gonna look at labs. I'm gonna look at a couple more companies, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Let's take a look at labs. So MetaPharm Labs. So this company has been uptrending. It is a fairly new IPO. I'm just gonna take a look at them on paper. They do seem to be overbought. Lots of volume, lots of green volume. So they are overbought. Let's see if they're overvalued though. Yeah, wow. Price to book at 1,045. That's really high. Let's look at their assets. Total assets 461,000. Market cap 490 million. So almost 100 times the size of their market cap is what they have in assets. So this company definitely looks overvalued. Had a huge run, so I'm not saying it's not going to continue making a run. I'm just saying it's just not a company I would invest in. Technical analysis says it's a buy, strong buy. 1 minute says it's a buy. So technical analysis likes this company, probably because there's a lot of momentum right now. Whoops, I don't know what happened. Oh, so I definitely think this company is overvalued. It's had a huge run. I'm saying it might be due for a pullback, but momentum could push it forward. I could be wrong. If you know something about this company, numbers isn't everything. News is important. Anything could push a company forward. If they have a good target price, it might be the reason why it's pushing forward. But on paper right now, what I'm seeing is this company is overvalued. So let's just move on to the next company, CTST, and then we'll do BBRRF, and then I'm gonna call it a day. So let's take a look at CTST. CTST. CanTrust Holdings. So this company has been downtrending. Had a huge gap down. See, I prefer companies like that, but why has it had a huge gap down? But the thing is, we do have a support here, so who knows how long it's going to downtrend for. I'm just going to draw a support line. Seems to be a strong support because we've seen it bounce there a few times. We've seen this company go down to $5 1, 2, 3 times. I'm not saying it's going to go down again, but it does have a nice support line here. We do have a gap there that needs to be filled, but not always guaranteed to get filled. It is a profitable company. P ratio of 50, so it's not bad. On paper, they do look overvalued, but when you compare them to companies like Kronos, Hexo, Canopy, they are better valued than those companies, plus they're a profitable company. So I think I remember talking about this company before. They've had a huge run, very steep run, and I did say they were overvalued, and now we're having a nice correction. An amazing buying point would be $5. It's not always guaranteed, so maybe once it goes under $6, I would maybe start a position. This is a company I've been wanting to get into, but I just thought they were overvalued. But it definitely looks like a good company. On the downfall right now, so who knows how long momentum will push it forward. Technical analysis says it's a strong sell. We'll take a look at technical analysis. Sell, strong sell, strong sell. 1 minute, it's a buy, buy, buy. So yeah, it's definitely right now it's a falling knife. I'm not in a hurry to get into it, but if I do see this company closer to the $5 range, I'd definitely be tempted to start a position with them. Right now, we're kind of, it looks like, in the middle of the 52-week range. So we have just as much room for upside versus downside. And then I'm going to see what else you guys are up to. BBRRF, that's what I'm going to look at. And then Disney's up 11%. That's really good. I was reading a lot of news on Disney. I think they're starting their own competition to Netflix, their own streaming services. So BBRRFF, it's a penny stock, and I'm always very this company had a lot of volume, looked to be overbought, and then had a nice little decline. It's a tough one. This is actually, it's not even a fresh IPO. This one, it looks like, hold on, they must have just got listed somewhere, because prior to that they showed 2014, and then all of a sudden now we're here at 2019. So what happened in between this time? So Blueberry's Medical, let's take a look at them. On paper they look really good. They're a profitable company. PE ratio of 5.3. That's a really good PE ratio. Total assets 4,941 in assets. Market cap 54 million. I don't know how correct that is. 7.39 million shares outstanding. Total debt $614 in debt. Well, I'm not sure how accurate these numbers are, but the only good thing I could really see is a PE ratio of 5.39 million is really good. It is a penny stock, small cap, small shares outstanding. So this company could easily make huge runs. Penny stocks are so unpredictable. It's a tough one because it has a good PE ratio. I don't know much about the company, except it is a profitable company, which is good, but maybe I would wait till if it hits that range, but it's not guaranteed. It's definitely a coin toss, but it's a good coin toss considering it's a profitable company. But there's always risk involved with penny stocks. Let's take a look at the technical analysis. It does look like a buy and a neutral. 1 minute, sell, strong sell. So yeah. And then Disney, I want to take a look at Disney considering they're up 11%. Have a great day, Mike. And then I'm gonna call it a day. I have to go take care of puppies. Walt Disney, I just want to see if they're actually up 11% right now. Yep, they're up 10.6%. I think they're approaching new all-time highs. Wow, they had a huge gap up. So at this point, I would definitely consider Disney a strong sell, because I said anything above this support, and there was a resistance line right here, and Disney just blew past this resistance line. So Disney surges on enthusiasm for new streaming video services. That's exactly what I was saying. They had a lot of news on their streaming services, a competition to Netflix, and that shot it up. Let's look at the 1 hour charts, or the 5 minute charts, see the volume. So yeah, I definitely won't be investing into Disney. It definitely looks overbought at this point. This is one of those, I guess they're buying the rumors, but once the news comes out, seldom used, but I definitely won't be investing into Disney. I think this is their all-time highs. Let's see their all-time charts. Yeah, this definitely looks to be their all-time highs. I like to sell at all-time highs. I don't like to buy at all-time highs. So yeah, it's good for Disney, good for Disney shareholders. I'm sure you guys are holding long and strong because this is a company that will probably be around for the next 50 to 100 years. So good for Disney. I already told you guys my price range where I'll buy anything under 100. So if Disney ever goes under 100, definitely if you want to diversify your portfolio, it looks like a good company to be diversified with. But in the past, like since I guess what year is that, 2015, Disney has barely made any movements. Let's say you bought at the peak of Disney at 2015, you would have been down this whole time. Disney's been slowly uptrending. It's like a company where you see barely any movement, which is why they pay dividends. So it's just a slow mover for me. Either way, that's it for Disney. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, guys. Really appreciate every thumbs up I get. So thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully we have a good Friday. Enjoy your weekend. If you guys are watching Game of Thrones this weekend, enjoy that too. I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably have a video ready for you guys and a video ready for this weekend, a Warren Buffett video, so you guys could check that out.